a sketchbook tour with manga on Doodles and more. And this is my sketchbook number 5. I'm a beginner's artist. I've been drawing for almost a year. When I get to a year, I'll stop saying beginner artist, but just so you know where I am on my art journey so far. I got some stickers here that were given to me by Timbo. You can check him out on Etsy. And let's get started. See how I've been getting on. As you can see, this is a Winsor & Newton sketchbook. Sketchbook number 5, welcome. I don't normally put in a starter page. Let's move that over a bit. I don't normally put in a starter page because I didn't think to, but it's so much better when you got the number there. I know exactly where I am. So when I started this sketchbook, I was a little bit random with what I was drawing. As you can see, I've got some bits and pieces, a rabbit, a girl banging a drum and a dog. And I was using a lot of pencils. I decided to try to learn a few flowers along the way. And then I got into drawing manga. Now, I haven't drawn all manga. I've been trying out various genres, but manga really caught my imagination. One thing that helped me along the way was I bought this manga drawing class by Christopher Hart. He's so relaxing and pleasurable just to listen to when he does his tutorials on YouTube, so I decided to buy his book, and it's been great fun working through it. You'll recognise a lot of the things I've drawn from this book, and what I found was it's really helped me progress. There were things in there I didn't want to draw, but I managed to get there somehow, and they look vaguely like they're supposed to look. So let's get into the sketchbook and have a look, see if there are any things in here that you may recognise if you already own the book. If you'd like to own the book, I'll stick a link in the description below. Now, one thing I found was my markers came through, so I stuck this black piece of paper on thinking, I may draw something on there, but I've had no inspiration at all to draw anything white on black, so it's still there. Now, you can see some dates here. This was the 21st of June, 1920, when I drew a face. This was with markers, and I was just beginning to experiment with backgrounds. So, some things I love. I love the fact that her lips look so juicy, but I'm not keen on her teeth. And the hair was a little bit of a plain, nothing exciting about that hair, is there? So I'm working on hair. As you can see here, this is just a quick sketch I did with a biro or a ballpoint pen. And then I tried this with putting an undershade of blobs of different colour and then going over the top with black, which I think came out quite well. I tried some doodles because I love doing doodles. I find them so relaxing. And then we started to get into the manga drawing class by Christopher Hart. Really seriously, this took me forever. It took me about 2 hours to draw. Fortunately, I've been working at it since the 22nd of May and I'm now faster. But it's really nice to draw something that when you get to the end, all the proportions are right and the colours, you helped along with the colours, so your colour choices are pretty good. So I'm really pleased with that. I was really happy when I did this. I was like, ooh, look at this. I'm popping this on Instagram. So this is my character Acorn. I just made him up. I tried 2 different types of hats. I like him. I'm going to do more of Acorn, so hopefully you'll see more of him in the future. More drawing. I was really enjoying pencils at the time. I was using Faber-Castell watercolour pencils, I think these ones were. And they're quite nice, but so time consuming. And it's very difficult. I didn't realise they were watercolour pencils. How dull can you get? So I didn't blend them with water. I was just trying to use them. And they're very uneven and stripy. Lots of practice from manga drawing class. This one again. And then this was one I just came up with on my own, and I really love the sunflower behind her. And I'm into yellow hair. I don't know why, I like yellow hair. More manga drawing class, and then a doodle. I love doodles, as you can see. Now this was a rough sketch and then a painting of Eagle Girl. I bought some Eagle Girl vintage watercolours and decided I wanted to draw an Eagle Girl. So I came up with this character, painted her in, and I was surprised because these vintage paints that must be from the 60s still worked, other than the gold. The gold wasn't very good. So that's my Eagle Girl. Now this girl here was supposed to be sat on a window seat, but I couldn't do it. So I sat her on a chair instead. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but it wasn't working. And then we got more practice from manga drawing class. As you can see from the colour on this, there was no way the back was going to be usable unless I stuck something on. So I did this with Faber-Castell and Crayola Pro to try them out, according to my little message up there to myself. And here's another person. I love flowers in the hair. This butterfly I don't think worked. This is the swatching for my Eagle Girl paints. That was quite fun to do, but as you can see the gold was pretty maggoty. And more practice from the manga drawing class. And these are pictures I'm trying to draw people sideways on. I do struggle. Occasionally I hit goal and one looks good, but I can't repeat the process. So every now and then I just draw lots of sideways on people. And one day I'm going to crack it. I like this. The addition of this background completely changed the whole picture. Still using coloured pencils at the moment here. And another one from the manga drawing class, but this one I decided to set myself a 3 marker challenge. I just picked 3 random markers without looking. I ended up with purple, pink and yellow, and I came up with this. Another face. I was really into drawing faces at this point. Being a beginner artist, the temptation to try everything, and then I go, oh, I love, love, love. Oh, I love, love, love. And I keep trying all these different avenues. One day I'm going to settle on what I really want to niche down on. Until then, my sketchbooks are going to be quite a mixture of things. A doodle that I coloured in and put a woman or a girl with a mouse, with a flower behind his back. For some reason, don't know why. Ooh, look at his muscles. This is from manga drawing class, and he was supposed to be a bit out of perspective, but I think I just overly exaggerated that, so we'll just forget that exists, okay? And then we got somebody all ready for battle. Another doodle, and more hair. Now, I was really pleased with this one, because this hair is finally starting to look like, not real hair, but pleasing hair. I like that. More manga drawing class and more doodles. My son looked at this, and my son is quite a good artist, and he says that maybe I overdid the teeth. He said it looks quite creepy here, and now looking at it I do agree. Yes, it is a bit on the creepy side. And then we got more manga drawing class and a doodle with summer. I really enjoyed doing this one. I don't know why this one was more fun than others. I just liked it. And there's an upside down doodle. Should we turn it up the right way? There we go. That's much more sensible, isn't it? Right, so we've got cacti and cupcakes and cups of coffee, ladybirds, stars, pencils. And then we go back the right way up with more manga drawing class. And another doodle. I tried this in another pen. I don't really like the different colour ink for a doodle. I don't know why. I think I like the contrast of black and white. It's something I like. I'm into black, white and red, so for me this just didn't do it. And then more manga drawing class. And some doodles, which didn't turn out well, so we'll just put our hand there. More manga drawing class. Now, I drew this from a reference and was really pleased because I've never had such a positive outcome from a reference. It's a little bit mushy here, you can't quite see the contrast. Somehow I should have done something, I'm not quite sure what, but the girl's face is beautiful and I think she looks very much like my granddaughter. Now this I drew for rabbits, warrior rabbits, battle rabbits, because I wanted to try out my Karembi metallic paints. There's a video, I'll pop the link in the description below to this video, and it just shows how well they worked. If I do this, you can see the metallic effect. I really loved working with these. They were beautiful to use. Some of them were just like butter. and more manga drawing class. And another doodle and more manga drawing class. You can sense a theme here. I fancy drawing a witch and I've failed several times, but then this one came up on the manga drawing class and I'm quite pleased with this one. And another doodle, but this one's coloured in and I really like this one. I keep saying I really like a lot of things I draw. I must be honest, I think I'm addicted to art. I just love it. For somebody who's been drawing for less than a year, I'm so focused on this, I think I may have a problem. So we've got ice creams and cupcakes and I love this. It's one of my favourite things. It's a jar full of sweets and the jar is helping himself to one of the sweets. This one was very popular on Instagram. I got lots of likes on this one because of the pose. More doodles. These are quite relaxing, but not as much fun as when I put silly characters. I don't know which way I'd go. If I was going to do more doodles, would I do more silly characters? More florals? I think people like the florals, but I like the fun of the characters. So, I'm torn there. I'll cover that up because that's secret. And then I've got more manga drawing class. He's rather angry, doesn't he? I tried drawing some poses, they were quite fun to do, and then more manga practice, and I discovered kanji symbols. Oh, I love drawing kanji symbols. I know they're probably not very good, but I just enjoy the process. I think they really lift a manga picture. I think this one says warrior and brave or something like that. Eventually I started writing the word on the side because now I have no idea how to look up what this actually means. Now this kanji symbol is for magic and it was very confusing. Look how many bits there are on that. Then some cute characters, more practice from manga drawing class and a few little studies of form and motion in pencil. And more manga class, and this one says courage. I didn't put a kanji symbol on this because afterwards I realised it was a little dark really to put something on top. I suppose I could have used a white Posca pen, but she was very popular on Instagram too. People loved the look on this one. I'm not quite sure what was the appeal, but people really liked it. And this one, nice simple one, look at that for a kanji symbol. And that says power. And then we got this person roller skating down a building, as you often do. More manga drawing class practice. This was another popular image on Instagram from manga drawing class. So I've analysed this and thought, why do people like this above others? And I think one is the colour combination. It's the cerise with the black is very nice. Also the diagonal line just makes it more exciting and edgy. So I will be bearing that in mind when I start to design more of my own figures. Now this says kin because they look like brother and sister. I couldn't think of a word, so I thought I'll check kin, and that was the kanji for kin. And then we got some more pencil drawing. As you can see, I really struggle with these side-ons. I am trying, but improving. My disasters are not as bad a disaster as they were when I first started. More sideways drawings, and I really love this girl. I think she's so sweet. I don't know what it is about her over all the others, but she's just so sweet and innocent, isn't she? That's supposed to be her side on, but they don't look like the same person. This person is a lot more confident. That person just looks very gentle. Some cheapy faces where I was doing some eye practice. I like these. I just love the colours. I think they're so vibrant and the eyes are so gorgeous. That is such an appealing image for me. Even though I like black, white and red. When I see all lots of colours like this, these pastel colours, but with that bright edge, ooh, that's lovely. Almost like a packet of fruity sweets. Or candy, if you're from America. More faces I tried drawing. Again, still suspect on the side on. Now this kanji symbol says beautiful. It was quite an easy one to do compared to some. Oh, I don't ever want to draw the magic one again. Now, one thing you'll notice with these, they're very stripy, and that's because I want to use the backs as well as the fronts of my sheets, and so I've been using my aqua markers, and they are very blotchy. You can use watercolour and merge them in, but then that soaks through the paper. So it's a sketchbook. It's not a finished product, so I'm quite happy with the stripy lines. These two are really pretty. Shame about the hand there. I didn't concentrate enough on that. I had all my concentration on drawing the faces, and then I just really let myself down on there. But I like the spotty backgrounds. You can't beat spots and stripes. And then there's this girl that I drew from the manga drawing class, but I made up the background myself, which I thought was quite pretty. Roses, pinks, very girly. And I think this one is supposed to be the side on of this one. But I forgot to put a symbol on her t-shirt. Shh, don't tell anybody, they'll never notice. With some nice flowers. I enjoyed doing the shading on this. It just looks white, but then if you look carefully, it did take a while to get all these bits of grey on there to make it look more three-dimensional. I love this girl, but I also love the background. I'm really getting into backgrounds now, as you can tell. And this was on the 1st of August 2020, so we're nearly at the end of the sketchbook. You can see how long it took me for this sketchbook. This was one of my more popular images on Instagram, and I think it's these and the flowers on the bottom. I think those bright colours really drew people in. And she's lovely in her uniform and her hair flows nicely. But when people are scrolling on Instagram, unless something really grabs them and stands out, you're not going to get the likes, but I think this really helped. And then sketchbook finished the 3rd of August 2020. So I started the sketchbook on about the 18th of May and finished it on the 3rd of August. If anybody's wondering, it's a Winsor & Newton heavyweight wire sketchbook, A5, 50 sheets, 170 grams a square metre or £80. Thank you for joining me on my sketchbook tour. I hope you've enjoyed it. The next sketchbook tour is going to be about 2 to 3 months, I think, because I've started my new sketchbook, but I still have a while to go. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, draw every day and have fun. Bye!